Hey everyone. One of our community members asked a question, and although I answered in the comments, I figured I would come out and do a video about it. And he was asking basically about triangle stepping, okay? And what he was asking is he's new, and he has seen most instructors on YouTube using the same leg forward as their arm. So I'm going to show you that, and then we'll go into triangle stepping after. So what he has seen, if I'm interpreting it correctly, is mostly this, right? So stuff like this. So everything is like this. Right leg forward, right hand forward. Left leg forward, right? Left arm forward. Perfect, right? What he has seen me do is this. Let me do it slowly so you can see what I'm doing. And his question was, why are you doing that? Is it better to move your feet as opposed to just keeping your one leg forward? And my answer to that was basically this: being able to move with both legs, or being able to just use one leg forward, is kind of a tool in the toolbox. So let me show you this. So against someone who's, kind of like stick fencing, if the person I'm up against is good, they're not going to overcommit their weapon. So I might just want to keep this leg forward, right? And kind of move like this. Because moving forward is actually kind of dangerous when it comes to weapons, especially when we're dealing with knives. It can be very, very dangerous. If someone is coming in and overcommitting with either a punch, right? They're coming right in, or they're hitting in, and they're like, it's easier, relatively speaking, to zone off diagonally and get out of the way. So let's say it's a straight thrusting attack, just to make it easy to look at. I can move this way, and hopefully the blade or whatever is going to go this way, and that's what I want. I want to, right? And then I can zone out and make that hit. I can zone out, make that hit. This is the female triangle, right? And it's what they typically call the female triangle. So I zone out this way, zone out this way, right? So that I'm offline. That really works pretty well if someone is really coming in, or they're thrusting in, right? They're coming in and let's do this. They're coming in like this, And that can happen because if you're dealing with somebody who's going to cut you with a knife, they're not going to be like doing one of these numbers most of the time, right? They're going to be like, I want to stab you, and they're going to come in, and they might even thrust in. I know a guy who told me that that's basically how he was attacked. He was attacked twice by two different people who had a knife, and it was always a lunge. It was always a lunge, for whatever reason, right? These people forget. They're focused on wanting to cut you, and as you're trying to get away, they follow you. What we can do is we can zone off, or we can move backwards, right? We can zone off to the side, like this, right? And when we zone off, see, this is safer. it's safer to zone off 45-degree angles backwards than it is to zone in, right? Or zone off and in these 45-degree angles. Again, this is just a tool in your toolbox. It's something that you can practice, but in the beginning, you just want to learn to use your arms. That's step one for a beginner, is to learn to use your arms. And then afterwards, right, you can start putting your body into it and adding power. And then you can start to remember that you have legs and start to do this. But right now, it's going to take time. Even learning these things, right? These different strikes, slashes, thrusts, whatever. It's going to take you time to get proficient. And then we can start to move footwork in. It's the same thing with punching. We'll do some punching, some other videos. And the footwork doesn't really matter right away. But later on, the footwork will be key. But in the beginning, we're not going to worry that much about footwork. So let me show you the way I learned. The female triangle. Okay, so this is how I learned the female triangle. You just make a triangle with your sticks. You stand, and then you move. And it's right, and you can blade out a little bit. Do it again. Do the same thing for the male triangle. Right, and so you're just going to practice. But what we're just doing is we're going off at 45-degree angles. We're coming in at 45-degree angles. And right. Now, just for practice, you can move your feet back and forth too. Do this, do this. So that's it. That's just a basic concept. Zoning in, zoning out, using those 45-degree angles. It's basic, but it's really kind of intermediate. This is an intermediate to advanced drill that you can add in as time moves on and you get better at this stuff. So go up there and train, and if you have any questions, put them in, and like I said, I'll try to answer them, and I'll try to do a video on it. I'll see you next time.